Welcome back, YouTube, fellow berserkers. Today is a very special moment as I'm about to unveil the brand new forge with you guys. I saved this moment. I wanted to share this with you. This is the brand new forge, and I did some work on the ground here so that it's even, so I don't have to stand on an uneven ground while I'm cutting wood or forging out. This is not brand new, but I've retrieved this from eBay a long time ago, and it was super rusty, and I spent a week polishing it, cleaning it, and restoring it. This is what they call a Zettstöckel. It's like a tiny anvil, and this is as close to a Viking age anvil as it's going to get for the things we're doing. They didn't have big anvils like they did in mid-Europe at the time during the Middle Ages. Iron was kind of scarce, but this is about the size of a Viking anvil from the Viking age. So there's a couple different ones that they have found, but this is it's very similar. It'll work. It'll be in our ballpark. So I'm very excited to share with you the unveiling of the forge. So just sit tight. Let me reposition the camera and I'll show you the features. And what a better way to unveil the forge at the Viking camp than to do it with a Viking axe. Reinforcement stuff all over it. Packing tape. Alright, cut it open here. Alright. Look at that. Brand new. Never used. That is something awesome. For one time in my life, I get something brand new. I can afford it. That's pretty cool. Yes. Maybe one day I'll have like a Patreon account or something where you guys send me like $1 and we can buy new stuff and share them with you. They're pretty tough with one hand. So let me put this down for a second. Put this down. I gotta take all this plastic. Be right with you. Back again. Here we go. I got all that plastic off and I made sure I picked it all up and put it in my car because we don't want to pollute the environment. I'm real picky about that up here. Alright, back again. I got all that plastic off. Yeah, I got all the plastic off. Make sure I picked up all the pieces. I don't like leaving trash out here in the forest. Maybe one day this summer, I'm going to go back there in the forest and pick up all the... It doesn't belong to me, but I'm going to make sure all the trash back there is cleaned up. Because it might be mine one day, hopefully. Yeah, so here we go. Here's what I me focus in. Oh, right there. Cool. So we have the fire pit. And there's a controllable valve right here. I can control it, hence this lever. You see as I move it, controls the airflow. There's just on idle probably if I want to keep the flame going just a little bit, and if I'm trying to let the fire cool down, maybe if I'm going to be walking away from the forge for a couple minutes, or be turning it off, I guess you could say, or letting it burn down. And then I have one here. Let's see what this one does. This one here is oh yeah, cool. That one does the ashes and the schlacke. What do you call that in English? Let's see, I can't think of the word right now. Slag. There we go. All the slag, all the burning bits of metal and coals that do not get burned up in the forge are going to fall out through the bottom there. I may have to adjust that later a little bit. I'm going to see how this goes. And it's pretty cool. This is how the air supply gets operated over here. We have like a little, looks like a turbocharger. It's pretty cool. I'm going to put it on my car and see if it goes faster. Focus in here. Oh, right there. It's better. There we go. That's the air bellows driven by this wheel here. And if I come over to the pedal, this is the first time anybody's ever pushed this, so this is a moment of a very awesome moment. We'll zoom back out, focus, and then we'll push it. Look at that. Alright, cool. So that's how that works. Alright, that's how that's operated. I'm gonna have to practice. Okay, we're gonna see how that goes. So, alright, I'm gonna go get some coals. I have some what's called blacksmithing coke. It's cokes. It's a small, tiny coals, specifically for blacksmithing, for forge. You don't want to use the typical barbecue grill forge, barbecue grill coals. Those contain a lot of sulfur, which is really, really bad for your metal, and they stink, and they make a lot of ashes and makes a mess of everything. I've started out that way one time, and I figured out real quick that was a mistake. So you want to use, you can use brown coal and break it down. That'll work. Anytime you're using a mineral stone, let me turn this around. Oh, we can't do that. Let me switch the camera around. You want to make sure when your fire is burning, once you get it going, you want to let it burn for a little bit till you get embers. You have to burn off all the sulfur. Those kind of fuels they contain a lot of sulfur, which is very bad for your metal, and smells real disgusting. So you want to let that burn down into like embers, and then you can get to work. So you can also use charcoal from wood, like wood charcoal. It works excellent, makes a real clean fire, hot fire, but it gives off an intense amount of sparks. So you want to be somewhere where there's nothing flammable, like tents. Yeah, don't want to use that here. Burn down everything. So let me go get my coal, put the camera back on the tripod that I got today. I got us a new tripod so we can improve the quality of the camera. And I'm going to attempt to make fire strikers today, again, for the third time, or fourth time, or fifth. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're going to get it done. We've got the right equipment now. I ordered a new blacksmith hammer, so we're going to have a good set of starting tools. Yes, my face in the wind. Get back in perspective here. So, I got my, I don't know if you can see it. Just zoom out. No, you can't. Okay, I'm wearing my blacksmith leather, whatchamacallit, apron, or don't know. Yes, so I'm gonna put this on the tripod and get to work. Daylight is burning, and I want to get this started up before it gets dark. Yeah, it's very cold, so I'd like to get some heat, something burning here before it gets too cold. So let me hook this back up to the tripod, and then you can watch me start the forge up and test it out, see how I make a fool of myself. Alright YouTube, I figured this out. So, got everything set up, got a little fire started here. I probably should have taken the first project to be a fire poker, but I think I can get around it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this cokes, this blacksmithing coal, it's got a lot of sulfur. As you can see right here in the fire, this is a very insignificant piece of steel. That's why I'm going to use it to poke around in here. This yellow smoke right here, that's all sulfur. That's burning out of the coals. We don't want that. So what we have to do now is get the fire up to temperature. And I noticed, since this does spin both ways, you have to give it a start in the direction that you want to go, which is this way. It's a good workout. Look at that. You want to burn it up to temperature one time real good until it stops smoking yellow. It's already a lot better. Okay, we got the air bellows all the way open. This is good. Look at that. I can feel this heat. It's really hot. Gotta be real careful. See, now if I was using a wood charcoal, this would be throwing sparks and popping all over the place. Uh oh, lost my rhythm. Yeah, pieces flying all over the place here. Let's see what we got. It stopped smoking. Let's give it a test with our fire poker. See if we can get it to come up to temperatures that we can see it actually red hot in the daylight. That would be interesting to test now with this piece of metal right here. So, yep, we have an orange. We actually have a forgeable temperature. That's not actually the temperature we're looking for, so put it back in there. looks like we got a really nice embers now. It's a nice orange glow all the way through the fire pit. I can see the transition from where it stops smoking into a big glowing. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. That orange piece right there, that's where it's working really nice. Do I have to look like a real blacksmith now? Oh, I gotta hold the tongs here. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Yes. Working pretty good. It's really important to keep the fire enclosed to push the heat back into the fire pit. What I would usually do now is have a small bucket of water and a rag hooked to it. It's all a wet rag on there, and I would just moisten the outside to kind of crust out the to form a shell, a crust basically, to push the heat back down into my workpiece to conserve energy. First of all, my energy and heat energy to be able to use it efficiently. So I'm going to make a quick fire poker here real quick. This is only going to take a couple more heats. And I can see I should take a wire brush now and clean off all the scale off my piece, but I'm working fast here to get this done so that I can get a something made here. I also have a vise, that's the word, I'm going to set up right there. So, and we can still barbecue. And this is going to be about the next couple months until I get all that out there squared away. It's probably going to take the rest of this whole summer. At least we'll be able to make small projects here. I've been promising the forge now for a while, so thought I'd start something. So you guys have been waiting for it for quite a while. So not just you, actually I've been looking forward to this too. So there we go. I kind of get used to how to trick this pedal and to go in the way I want. It's actually, the more I get used to it, it's actually really easy. But what I like about this is it seems to definitely be worth every dollar that I spent on it. I can grease the bearings, adjust the flywheel, and it's got a modern V-belt on it versus the older type just have a leather belt, which it's hard to tension and stretch. Once it stretches, you have to kind of staple it. This one here, I can adjust the tension on the whole roller assembly, and I could get a belt easily, no problem. Replacement parts. So a couple seconds, 1 minute in the forge, and then back to normal, back to heating temperature. Now I have a problem. This is where having a real anvil would come in useful. Now I'm going to try to heat just the tip so I can bend it. That's already starting. Works pretty good already. Now I just gotta bend it this way now, next heat. Look at that. Easy trick. See how now I've got an excellent forge fire going. I've got little to no smoke coming off of there, and there's no yellow smoke coming from the center. Exactly what I want. Nice forge heat. Just a couple of seconds. That wasn't hot enough yet. I have to heat it. This is why I gotta adjust the airflow to make sure there's nothing down in the airflow to constrict the air coming out. Okay, we have a problem. Okay, we have a problem here. Something has come loose on the forge, and we are having difficulties with the, oops, that wasn't good. That was working pretty good up until now. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Okay, I see the problem. Unfortunately, I don't have the tool to fix it. This is very unfortunate. Since it's brand new, I haven't checked all the fittings yet. The drive shaft here, connected to the pulley, to the flywheel, with the V-bolt, has come loose from the actual mechanism here from the foot pedal. So tomorrow, I guess this project is over for today. So I'm going to post this video. You guys got a good look at the forge. This is a first start. Tomorrow I'm going to forge out the handle. This will stretch out probably about to right here, which is perfect for this assembly right here. And everybody's been begging me to make a fire poker, but I think for that fire poker I'm going to make a longer version of this. So for today, I think I'm very happy with the quality of this forge. Works pretty well. I should have checked the bolts. I should have thought ahead, but I was excited to share it with everybody. So I'm going to go put this project, put it away till tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, early, rise and shine. It is Sunday. I don't want to make too much noise, especially because it's getting late. But tomorrow morning, rise and shine. I'll be back, charged cameras, and I'm going to post this up for you guys tonight so you guys can get excited for tomorrow. And I'm going to make a video of the results. I'm going to close off the air supply. I'm going to make sure there's no glowing embers in there. I'm going to hang this off the forge like that. Nothing can happen. I'm going to take my pliers, put them back over there under the dry, along with my hammers. I have a little tool box over there, which I have one at home. I might get that ready tonight too and bring that in. I have an old ammo box made out of wood. I'm going to resurface that and use it as a blacksmith tools toolbox. What I might do also tomorrow is sink this down into the wood stump some more, because I'm not happy with it moving around. But I'd like to get one that's got a little horn on it. I've seen those. I'm going to be out for one on YouTube, on eBay tonight, trying to find one. This seems to work very well. So what I'm going to do is go get my barbecue grill covered and cover this up, and we'll have some good coals to start with tomorrow morning, if I could remember to bring the fire starters. So that's it, YouTube. I hope you got excited for tomorrow, because I am. This is awesome. This is really, really cool. So that was a good workout, and I'll see you guys later.